lesson fire on charge. Lesson fire on charge.
Hey guys, what's going on? DaleyGaming here. Back with some more, or well, this is probably the first video I'll do of it. Total War Warhammer. I was lucky enough to get a copy for free from Creative Assembly a couple days early. Thank you guys so much for that. That is amazing. I'm really thankful for it. And so I decided to do sort of my first thoughts and impressions on it. Like a review, but I've really only got maybe like an hour or two under my belt. I'm the reason I haven't been recording much, and I'm sure I've said this in a couple videos by now, is that I'm really sick. I've been sick for a couple days, just like really bad colds, just been lingering. It's really obnoxious, but that's the reason. So sorry for sounding like this. But anyway, honestly, this game is possibly the best Total War game since Shogun 2. Um, which in between would be Attila and Rome 2, which I did not very much like Rome 2, but I enjoyed Attila. Attila was fun. I didn't like Rome 2 very much, and Shogun 2 is my all-time favorite Total War game, and this one falls, sort of right in there. Honestly, without having ever played any sort of Warhammer game before, I don't know any of the storyline, any of that. I mean, I understand it's sort of like mythical creatures, stuff like that. I can completely get immersed in this. Like, I don't understand any of the characters. I don't get, like, the reasons for certain stuff, but I mean, I'm still having a great time. It's just popping you into this mythical world, and you sort of get to know what's going on. So I haven't played any multiplayer yet, but I'm planning on doing that soon. From what I've heard, it's just very similar to just basic multiplayer from like Rome 2 and Attila. Not much going on there. I took a peek at the customization, and I noticed that it's missing like the change season and weather, time, that kind of stuff. So that's a little interesting that they decided to take that out. I kind of like that feature, even though I didn't use it too much, but it was nice. So from what I've done an Imperials. I took a little look at the vampire gameplay, and I took a little look at the like orcs and stuff like that. And I also did a mini dwarves, but I'm saving my dwarves because I'm planning on doing a full campaign with that. By the way, the footage in the background is getting recorded with OBS. I know there's no sound, and that's because OBS is terrible and it doesn't let me record sound. For some reason, Fraps wasn't working on this, and neither was Marillis Action, so I had to record with OBS. A little weird. I'm not sure why. But essentially, the map and all that stuff is very similar to Rome 2, except now it doesn't feel like there's just like large expanses of nothing, which I was getting from Rome 2. A lot of stuff is sort of tightly packed together, but it does look like like cities and stuff like that. I kind of like it this way a little more. You still need to have your army accompanied by a hero at all times, which I don't really enjoy that very much. Sorry, my cold. I would rather just sort of have my army be, just be able to travel on its own. Maybe like take the morale lowering and like some other stuff. But I'd rather have my army be able to travel alone. But it's not a game breaker at all. The settlements have a lot of upgradable things, which I like, but at the same time, it's very clear what everything does. It's not like, what the hell does this do? I don't, should I buy this grain storage area or whatever? So that seems very straightforward. Leveling up your character is very easy as well. I know I showed that earlier. It's you get skills, and you can pick. There's a huge variety of skills that you can choose from, which is very nice. I really enjoy that. And there's a lot of avenues you can take depending on your playstyle. Sort of the campaign map is very um, regular Total War-esque. One thing I do have to sort of complain about is that it's very linear, as someone put it earlier. I was talking to Miss Yeager about this. It's very linear. Like, you have to follow this certain quests and stuff. I know the dwarves have these grudges, which I haven't gotten like to experience very much, but basically it's these things you have to cross off doing. Um, with the Empire, you have to do a lot of sort of like, okay, now go take this settlement, now go take this settlement, which I don't like very much. Like, I like to strategize. Like, oh, I'll sneak this army behind and take the settlement behind them, you know? I like doing that kind of thing, and I feel like it's very restrictive in what you can do. I don't like that too much, but sort of later campaign, it gets a little better, a little less restrictive, which is nice, sort of falling back into that old sandbox Total War um, sort of area. But the first, if right away it drops you into a battle, actually. First Total War to do that ever. And it basically guides you through it. I found it a little annoying because there was so much advisor help, and there's no just turning off the advisor apparently in this game. So you have to listen to what he says. Like, you can just check it as done, but the pop bubbles keep coming up, which I found a little obnoxious. But it's like doable. It's, you know, it's what it is. And so you drop into that battle. I found it to be kind of just really sort of arbitrary. But at the same time, it sort of got me into the Total War feelings. I was like, yes, this is awesome. It gives you a hint of it. I don't know if I'm going to want to do that like every single time I start a campaign, but for the first campaign, I felt like, yeah, you know what? I'm good with this. This is fun. It's getting me back into the spirit. So now going into actual like gameplay, this is by far one of the best for you know, going in with your army and fighting. As you saw just a minute ago, there's the wizards, which are awesome. They're not OP at all because you have to be very close to cast spells, but when you do, they are super cool. But it is also, as you saw, I kept on hitting my own guys. It's very easy to hit your own people. So I think that is very fun. Then you see this cav charge that's happening right now. The cav is awesome in this game, like just rolls through everyone. Love the effect of that. It's very fun. Controls are easy. It's way better than Rome 2, I would say. Easy controls. They brought back guard mode, which I love. Honestly, it's beautiful. It runs well. Like, I haven't experienced a single crash. I haven't experienced a single bug, actually, which is weird. Usually you'll experience a couple bugs or something like that. I haven't experienced one besides the fraps thing. But like, the whole thing is very fluid, very nice, great launch. And it's not even the official launch yet. I really gotta hand it to CA for what they've done here, and Sega. It's good. It's very good. So yeah, those are just sort of my first impressions of it. Showed you guys a little gameplay. I mean, it's very sort of the meeting of two different genres. I like it. I really enjoy it. I hope they do this with other franchises. That'd be really cool. Kafka Star Wars. No, I don't know. That would be very difficult to do. But I do enjoy it. I hope you guys do when it comes out. And thank you for this free copy. I can't thank you guys enough. That is amazing. And hopefully my voice will get better by the time it's time for some Dwarves campaign. So I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts, but I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. In your hand, I can't feel